Hi guys, it's Vera, and today I want to talk to you about the Too Faced Spring 2015 collection. First I want to show you the adorable bronzing hearts. These are blushing bronzers. I'm currently wearing Carrie and Mr. Big, which is coral, and I personally feel like the bronzer is too warm for me, but I do like the coral blush. You can see it's really pretty. Okay, so I swatched the orangey coral blush right here. That's the bronzer, and then I kind of mixed the two together here. And like I said, you can see I feel like it's a little too warm tone for me, but I think it's good. And if you're a little bit darker than I am, I think it'll work just fine. This is Ross and Rachel. This is a medium to deep bronzer, and it comes with pink blush. And here's the deeper bronzer, and that's the pink blush, and that's the two mixed together. I really like the pink blush. The packaging is really cute. It has a mirror. It's relatively thin, and it's not as heavy as you would expect. Still heavier than like my Too Faced Candlelight Glow Duo, but it's thinner, so it'll take up less space in a makeup bag. These are a limited edition, and I believe they retail for $34. Too Faced did come out with the Better Than False Lashes Extreme. This has fibers and it has mascara, and basically the way it works is you curl your lashes, then you apply one coat of the mascara, then you apply the fibers, and then you apply another coat of the mascara, and you basically do one eye at a time. And I have a video on the original one, but my eyes are so sensitive that I really can't use fiber mascaras anymore. Super cute box, mascara, and at least let me show you what the mascara looks like. This is the Prime and Seal mascara. This is the Flexi Stretch Nylon Fibers, and for whatever reason, these are really good at getting under my contacts and irritating my eyes, which sucks because they give really good results. Too Faced released 4 new melteds, and I'll have pictures on my blog of me wearing all 4 of these shades. This is Melted Frosting. So this is Melted Frosting, and I put Melted Peony below it just so you had a comparison. Melted Frosting is like a lighter, brighter pink, and Melted Peony is like a darker pink. This is Melted Sugar. Here's Melted Sugar, and it's more like a, I would say like a nude, like a peachy nude. And I put Melted Nude below it. As you can see, it's more like an orangey brown tone. This is Melted Strawberry, and it's my favorite of the 4 new shades. And it's more like a, I almost want to call it like a neon popsicle red type color, but it's pretty bright. And I put Melted Ruby right here, which I love Melted Ruby because it's a perfect like blue tone red to me. So this is Melted Velvet. It's the last of the 4 new shades. And here it is in my hand. And that's Melted Strawberry, that's Melted Velvet. I put Melted Berry right there so you can see how close it is to these 4. It's kind of strange to have like these 4 all in one collection, but anyway, those are the new lippies. I do want to mention briefly the new Hangover Primer, and it's a water-based, silicone-free primer. So if you're somebody who hates silicones, this may be a primer for you to check out. It's also got like coconut water in it, so it's like refreshing and moisturizing. Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation came out for fall, but I'm wearing it right now in Fair, and it's too dark, but it does have a nice texture, so I wanted to show it to you as well. Last but not least, I'm going to show you the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, and this is a deeper, warmer tone version of the original chocolate bar. The original had a lot of really good workhorse neutrals, and it had like, you know, a couple pops of color with like the burgundy and the purple. The Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, which is $49, I personally think it has mostly warm colors. There are a couple cool tone colors. I really like that it has the names of the colors printed onto the packaging. I think that was a great thing for them to do because I really hate the little insert from the other one. I've gone ahead and swatched this, so the swatches are going to be up on my blog, but I did want to swatch some of the colors in between the 2 palettes that I think are the most similar. I do love that it smells like chocolate. It smells so fucking good. I'm going to swatch these on bare skin since the swatches I did for my blog are on primer. Okay, so I've got 2 little swatches here. The bottom one is Coconut Cream, which is a light, warm, creamy, like vanilla type shade. And this is White Chocolate, which is a slightly darker, I don't know, white, creamy beige. To me, they're both so close that when I compare the two, when I'm looking directly at them, Coconut Cream is slightly lighter in tone, and the White Chocolate is slightly peachy in tone. So this is Caramel from the Semi-Sweet, and it's like a golden copper to me. It's got a lot of like orangey copper tones to it. Or I guess as Too Faced would say, it's got caramel tones. And this is Creme Brulee, which is easily my favorite from the original Chocolate Bar palette, which is kind of like a gold, sort of like a gold with brown undertones. They're both metallic, but you can see a striking difference in the two. And I actually really think that caramel is a color that'll bring out the blue in blue-green eyes like mine, because it has like that extra orange tone to it or whatever. So I like that color. So this is Pink Sugar, and it's probably the worst, most sheer color in the entire palette of the Semi-Sweet. And I think really it's meant to layer on top of other colors. I don't know, it's just kind of awful when I try and do anything with it. I mean, here I layered it on top of caramel, and you can't even probably tell. Maybe you can tell. It kind of sucks. I wish that it had more pigmentation or something to it. Champagne Truffle, which is from the original Chocolate Bar, is really awesome. It's like a white with like golden pink iridescence on top. It's great for inner corners, highlighting under the brows. So this is Nougat from the Semi-Sweet, and it's like a light peachy beige. This is Mousse, and it's like a light warm brown. You can see that this is Milk Chocolate from the original palette, and it's definitely cooler toned than Mousse from the new one. So this is Peanut Butter from the new palette, and it's like a peachy orangey brown. Salted Caramel from the original one. And I actually like this as a crease color on me, but I thought it could be a little bit too warm at times. So you can see it's definitely cooler toned than Peanut Butter, but it's still a warm color. Puddin' looks like a cool mid-tone brown to me. Triple Fudge from the original palette is darker, but I think it's still kind of cool toned. This is Truffled from the Semi-Sweet, and it's definitely a warm brown. And this is Semi-Sweet from the original palette, so it's similar but not identical to Truffled. This is Butter Pecan from the Semi-Sweet, and I really like it. It's like a light gold with peachy undertones. Very pretty, great for an inner lid shade. This is Bon Bon, and it's like a light peachy copper, or like a light copper with peachy undertones from Semi-Sweet. Another color I like. Marzipan is the closest color to Bon Bon, but as you can see, it's more like a cool peach. This is Blueberry Swirl. It's kind of like a dark jeans blue on a gray base. It doesn't have as good of color payoff as I would have expected. The other fun color, Candied Violet, is right above it from the original palette. As you can see, they're just cool toned. That's all they have in common. This is Hot Fudge from the Semi-Sweet. It is so freaking pigmented. That's Cocoa Chili. So Hot Fudge here to me is like a deep dark cool brown. Cocoa Chili is a warm brown. This is from Raisin, and it kind of makes me think of like a brown taupe metallic. That's what it looks like to me. It's Frosting, it's like a bronzy metallic. And Licorice, which is a matte black. There's not really as much overlap as I expected between the two palettes, so I think that's a good thing. Obviously, if you're a neutrals fan, you're probably going to want to pick up the Semi-Sweet. If you like warmer tones, you'll probably want to pick up the Semi-Sweet. If you don't like warmer tones, you may want the original. Both smell delicious, so you'll be happy from that aspect. With shades like Butter Pecan, Peanut Butter, Bon Bon, Caramel, Frosting, yeah. I can see why they say this is more of like a caramel toned or caramel themed palette, because it does have like a lot of like peachy, orangey colors. And I think that those colors are actually good if you have blue eyes. Aside from Pink Sugar really sucking, I feel like overall this is a good palette if you are a fan of neutrals. I think the blue is even a really non-scary blue because it's such like a dark denim blue. It's not like a bright blue like, you know, the blue in my hair or whatever. So I think that if you're one of those people that really prefers neutrals but wants to like dip your toe into color, that might be a good way to do it. In the original palette, you know, it has the burgundies and the purple. It's all a matter of taste and what you like. I'm really, really happy that with the new palette that Too Faced did go ahead and print the names on it. I gotta say that again because it's so nice to have the names printed on a palette so that I don't have to sit there and go, what color is this? If I'm telling you, if I'm doing, you know, if I'm doing a tutorial. I'm not really sure what else they consider a pop of color in this palette because the back does say, feast your eyes on a collection of shimmery caramels, matte chocolates, and pops of decadent color. Really, I only see the blue as color, but I guess it's because to me everything else is neutral. I do like the fact that there are lots of metallics though, to go with the mattes, so you can mix and match. Anyway, I feel like I rambled at you long enough, but Let me know what you think of the Too Faced Spring 2015 collection in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please be sure you subscribe to my channel. I make new videos on Tuesdays and Fridays and sometimes in between. Thanks so much for watching.